Hi everyone, happy Mother's Day and welcome to What's in the Garden. I wanted to show you some of the vegetables that are getting ready to harvest in our raised bed gardens. In this bed, I have 3 different kinds of onions, 2 different kinds of radishes, and some baby lettuce. Okay, over here I've got some red onions, and you can tell that they're ready for harvest when they form scapes. That's what these are, and we just snap them off and save them for salad because they're really delicious. These white onions over here are almost ready, but when the foliage just falls over, that's when it's time to harvest them. So another couple of weeks for that. Okay, over here, I've got 2 different kinds of radishes. Here's a beautiful German globe radish. I'm not sure if they're ready yet. Yeah, looks like just about. We've got this little guy, so they need a little more time. But over here, my French breakfast radishes are ready to harvest. These are called lady slipper, and these are my favorite. They're very sweet and crisp. Okay, now I'll show you some bunching onions. These are my favorite onions. Very easy to grow, very delicious in fajitas and other Tex-Mex dishes. And you can see why they're called bunching onions. They form a big clump. When they're ready to harvest, they'll form little flowers at the end here. You just chop off the end, clean them up really well, and grill them, and they are wonderful. In between here, I planted some lettuce. And anywhere I have space in the vegetable beds, I like to plant lettuce, spinach, arugula, bok choy, and other small greens, so that you can always come in with a pair of scissors and snip off the leaves. That way you always have salad ready. Okay, this next bed here, Tate planted up a couple of weeks ago with French fingerling potatoes and Amish snap peas. And he installed a pea brush. And as you can see, the peas are just vining all the way up the pea brush. You can see big, beautiful stems and leaves, and the little vines are just grasping. In a couple of weeks, they'll set flowers. Pollinators love pea flowers. And after that, the flowers will turn to fruit. So we'll be ready to harvest these in just a few weeks. Okay, I love planting potatoes. It's really easy and fun. You plant the potatoes down in valleys with hills of soil on either side. And when the foliage starts to erupt, you take that soil and hill it up on either side and pat it down. Now it's been cold, but this foliage is still growing very quickly. So we're gonna have to lay the foliage down a bit and add some more mushroom compost over top. Because as you know, potatoes grow underground, and they need to be able to take the energy that's going into this foliage and turn that into fruit instead. So I'll do that today. I'll lay this down and heap some compost over top. Okay, well that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. And in the next few weeks, I'll show you some of the other crops that are getting ready to harvest or that are just starting to grow, like tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, carrots, and beets. And I'll also introduce you to our chickens that we'll have here in about a week or 2. So thanks again for joining me in What's in the Garden, and I'll see you next time.